I'm pleased to be here with our mayor, Bob Filner, to dedicate the fourth bike corral in the city of San Diego. And I think that's an important thing for our city. We are here joined by many of my biking advocates and active transportation advocates. If you're one of those, round of applause. Proof that we want more transportation options in the city of San Diego. I am thrilled to be here because this is a wonderful example of collaboration at its very best. Business owners like Filter who are willing to give up a parking space adjacent to their business in order to provide critical bike parking for those who like to bicycle or who choose to bicycle. This is a wonderful thing, an example of reclaiming public spaces from cars and giving it back to people. And I think that that's really, really wonderful. This, of course, is not possible just on its own. You have to have a willing business like Filter. You have to have the leadership of our business improvement district, the Hillcrest Business Association. I see Ben and his board are here. And of course, the help of our Uptown Parking District. Ben Verdugo is here in his board for understanding that taking that parking meter revenue and investing it in other options is the right thing to do. Some of you know that my passion, my philosophy when it comes to transportation is that San Diegans should have more choices when it comes to going from A to B. And with efforts like this, coupled with other things that we're doing to try and provide more bike paths, more bike boulevards, and more bike lanes, that we are going to make San Diego America's best biking city. And why should we do this? Well, just look at the facts. 40% of vehicle trips are 2 miles or less. If we begin to substitute some of those trips with bicycles instead of cars, we can make a significant impact when it comes to reducing our carbon footprint, improving our quality of life, and making us a better city. So for those reasons, I'm pleased to be here today. I'd also like to note that all 4 of the bike corrals are in Council District 3. That couldn't make me prouder as a council member. But the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to start getting these in District 2, and District 6, and District 7, and elsewhere in the community so District 3 residents can park their bikes elsewhere, right? Right. But you're not going to shop in those other districts. You're only going to shop in District 3. Again, many thanks to the Hillcrest Association, the Uptown Partnership, the Business Improvement Council, and everyone who helped make this possible. I know that San Diegans want more options when it comes to getting from A to B. These are the people that are helping make that happen, and it's an important that we mark this occasion. And can I just point out, too, that this one is incredibly culturally competent for Hillcrest? We don't do ugly in District 3, and so we have a beautiful, beautiful bike corral, unlike any other in the city, and I love that it's right here at University in Richmond. With no further ado, I want to bring up one of the people who was critical in making this happen, Ben Verdugo, who is our Uptown Partnership representative. Ben?
Thanks, Todd. Good morning. My name is Ben Verdugo with the Uptown Community Parking District, and thanks for everybody for coming out. This is a great turnout. We are responsible for funding this bicycle corral here, and I say it's the best looking bicycle corral in San Diego. We put a lot of effort and energy between our board and the neighborhood and all the groups that we represent into not only increasing the parking supply, but provide for multimodal options as well. And some of the groups that we work with, and there's a cohesive energy that we think is great. The groups in Hillcrest here are the HBA, the Hillcrest Business Association, Hillcrest Town Council. In Mission Hills, it's Mission Hills Town Council and the Mission Hills bid. Down into 5 Points, we have International Restaurant Row, and also in Bankers Hill Residence Group. So some projects that we're going to be working on in the future that are apart from just increasing the parking supply. Back behind me here, we have a Hillcrest shuttle that's going to be launching next month. It's going to be a free shuttle operating from Thursday through Saturday nights. And it's going to be open from 6 to 10, where riders can get on, hop on, and in a 15-minute loop, it'll take them all the way around Hillcrest. Also, in conjunction with that...
10 p.m.?
I know, right?
This is Hillcrest.
We'll talk about that later. Also, we're going to have, in conjunction with that, a parking app dedicated to Hillcrest. It's going to let users know where available parking is, whether it's going to be lots, street parking, discounted parking. Some of the meters we have are really discounted in Hillcrest. It's also going to have the shuttle that you can actually track it through GPS, which is a great thing. But I want to just emphasize that this is such a collective group here of the parking district. And it's 4 different neighborhoods with 4 different agendas, but the fact that they come together and they represent all the neighborhood interests, it's great to see, and our board has been phenomenal, and it's a great board to work under. So with that in mind, I would like to pass the mic to Glenn Younger, president of the Hillcrest Business Association, who we work closely with for projects.
Thank you, Ben. I am Glenn Younger with the Hillcrest. I'm president of the Hillcrest Business Association, and it's our privilege and pleasure to work with the multiple groups that have made this happen. Hillcrest is the most bike-friendly neighborhood in Council District 3, I think, or any council district. Although we're a little shy on bike lanes, we're very bike-friendly. We put in the first bike corral down on 5th and University, and so this is the fourth one in the city and the second one in Hillcrest. Hopefully more to come. I've got some people to thank. Obviously, by partnering with the Uptown Parking District on this bike corral requires a lot of things. The space for the corral, losing a parking place, but gaining places for 5, 6, 10 other people to park, very important. They paid for the installation. The Hillcrest Business Association will pay for maintaining, cleaning it in perpetuity. We do this in addition to the other kinds of things we do, the gardening, trash pickup, etc. We've added this to our thing, and we've signed a contract actually with the city to maintain this in perpetuity, which I'm not sure how long that is, but I think a long time. I wanted to say thank you for the parking. The parking district is so critical. It seems like such an odd, dry, fun, unfun thing, but with Bankers Hill and Mission Hills and 5 Points all coming together, we have a parking district that really works for more than just parking, but for transportation solutions like this one. I have great confidence that when one of my customers puts a quarter in one of these meters around here, that some of that money comes back to this neighborhood and gets to be used here. I couldn't be prouder that it's being used on this bike corral. With that, I will present your mayor.
Good morning. Nice day here in San Diego. Nice day as part of our efforts. This is really, just at the beginning of our efforts to make our city livable, walkable, bikeable. This whole city, we got leadership in District 3 with Todd Gloria, but we're going to make this whole city bikeable. And again, this is a first step. The corrals are needed and necessary and beautiful. The bike share program, which will elevate this even more, is starting in a few months. So we're happy to do that. Of course, the city staff who worked on this, Bill Harris, and your guys in your department, where are you? Thank you so much for the city staff to be involved. You know, I've hired, one of my first hires was I call him the bike czar. He calls himself the bike guy. Ed Clancy, who's working as part of the city, head of the city bike program. And I will tell you, this is just a step into building the whole infrastructure of biking for this city. You know, other cities have had success, like Portland. I read the lady who did that bike structure, Mia Burke, wrote a book called Joyride, which I read. We're going to bring her down here to figure out the bike structure for San Diego, and we're going to really have quantum leaps in that kind of area. We're going to make sure, of course, the bike share program is installed here. And many of you, but to do that bike infrastructure for the whole city, we've got to take the enthusiasm and the excitement and the commitment that we'll call you bike enthusiasts, I guess, have had. And you've had to get enormous difficulties just in getting around. I've ridden with some of you to see how the doors open on you and the bike lanes disappear without any warning. Freeways cross the bike lanes. It's incredibly difficult. But we got to get the whole community exciting about not only the positive quality of life issues, the exercise issues, the beauty of San Diego is experienced on foot and on bike. So we're going to have some events which try to bring up that excitement. For example, many of you heard of the so-called Ciclo Via movement throughout first South America, now the United States. LA has had 5 Ciclo Dias. We are starting the Ciclos Dia program in San Diego. That is, we're going to take routes or sections of the city for a few hours or a day or the weekend, shut them off to cars, and have people walking and biking and skateboarding and just talking and street fairs. This is going to be the logo, the new logo for Ciclos Dia in San Diego. You know, LA has had 5 of these. They called it Cicla Via. So they have a big LA in the middle. We figured out a way to put a big SD in the middle. And so Ciclos Dia. And the first one of these will be August 18th. And we're gonna have a bike route starting from Barrio Logan along 30th Street and into Cherokee Park over here. We're going to, except for those residents who have to park, we're going to clear out the cars. We're going to show that this beauty of this city, as experienced on foot and on bike, is incredible. And we're going to try to build up the community support for the whole bike infrastructure that we need, so you can go from any point A to any point B in this city by bicycle. It's going to be an incredibly different kind of city when we have done this. The activity of Samantha and others who have put up with so much stuff, I'll just say, as you have tried, people say, well, you're somehow you're subversive if you're on a bicycle. You're trying to bring the whole United States down. No, this is a way to build us up. This is a way to build up our communities, to have community-wide biking and walking programs. So we're going to have the bike share. We have the bike guy. We're going to have Ciclos Dia, and we're going to have a whole infrastructure that ties together this city from south to north, from east to west, with adequate biking. It's great for our psyche. It's great for our bodies. It's great for our souls. It's great for our city. And we're going to start this off with a ribbon cutting of the Filter Coffee House Bike Corral. Thank you so much, everybody.